Time I hear a piece of glass breaks, I get upset, but you say, nice.
Nice, yeah.
If I had your business, I'd be driving down the street with a rock.
Just throw a rock, yeah. When
David, that's
there you go, glass break.
David, that's a good marketing strategy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Joe, that's illegal.
Yeah, excuse me.
We
Okay.
we don't want to promote any illegal activities. But,
Come on, Matt.
But if you come across it, Statesville glass and shower door.
exactly. Times get slow, get the BB gun out. We shouldn't joke about that.
We digress.
But it's funny to joke. But that happens a lot. People just go around throwing rocks through windows, unfortunately. So people like us are there to, on emergency calls. People have to, they can't leave their front doors to their businesses open. We have to go out and put the glass in to seal their businesses back up. So that does happen, unfortunately. But
David, don't you like the way I'm corrupting your new client?
No, I think I'm uncorruptible. I think I'm good.
I'll give you Joe's address.
Yeah, he says, we'll come try it on your house.
So, Matt, you did not grow up in this business.
No, sir.
So how did you land at Statesville Glass?
That is a good question. Okay, so it's my in-laws' business. Mm-hmm. My in-laws' business, like I said, fourth generation since 1951.
You married into the business.
Well, sort of, yeah. I used to be in the racing business, and where I was at with that, I was kind of over what I was doing at the time. And the Statesville Glass, they needed a change, so I decided to come in and, I guess, buy them out and kind of take over, so to speak, and try it out. I had no experience in the business. I had no experience in glass business. So it has been, this started April of 2014.
Hence, that's why David's here.
That's why David is here. And I'll tell you what, he's great. It's been 4 months. I wish I could have met him or would have met him 3 years ago when I was starting.
Yeah.
Now, all that being said, when I started, we kept, the main people, my father-in-law, mother-in-law, wife, and another guy that had been there for almost 30 years or more. So we had some experience starting out. But at the same time, for me, I didn't have a clue, so I'd come in and say, what are we doing? What's going on? And David now has put all this stuff, these questions I've had, and he's always there. If I ask a question, he's got an answer. I was listening to the list. He just read off the 6 things, and I said, man, that's me.
Yeah.
That list. So
that's all of us, man.
So he's got great information, great insight, and just these ideas I have, or I can sit down and ask him a question, and he just writes it out, and it's like, I feel like, oh, well, man, that was really simple. Why can't you just figure that out yourself? But when talking to David, you got a problem, he has an answer or a solution to try to work through that problem. It's great to have somebody like that.
So you really had no intention of ever actually owning a business?
No intention.
This was
never,
just sort of
just
necessity.
Spur of the moment, sort of necessity, spur of the moment. That's just kind of how I operate. Or, just kind of, all right, here's an opportunity. Let's do it, see what happens. It's been good. Definitely a lot of, headaches with any, I think, small business, and especially not really knowing what I was doing. Kind of probably compounded a little bit of that, but, we're doing good.
But Joe,
we have a successful business.
Joe, you see that a lot, I'm sure, where business owners, they wake up one day and have this business. They've been in business 8 years and have 6 employees. And man, how did I get here? I had no idea. But the course that so many take is they're working for someone else in whatever field, whatever trade, and get tired of working for that knucklehead and then go decide to work for themselves, which a lot of times is even worse.
Well, I'll tell you this, and Matt might be this kind of person. There's the personality like Joe that can start the business, but there's a personality like Matt that can run an established business that's already got started, right? So there are different businesses have these different life cycles, and if your personality and skill set fits within there, you don't have to be the business guy like your father-in-law that said it, but you may very well be able to run it better than him. And so that's what I see happens a lot in this type of setting. And the fact that he brought you on board, David, to help him do that tells me he might really be he might not see himself as the business guy, but when it's over with, what he'll see himself as is the guy that's a problem solver, and that's what a business at this level actually needs. So Absolutely. It might be the right guy at the right time, surprisingly.
Absolutely.
Well, that's kind of what my thought is to, surround myself with people who are a lot smarter than I am. especially business wise. And with David or my accountant or banker, those type of people are important to mentor you. Or I call the banker, hey, I got a question. He's always there to answer this question, and he can tell me why we can't do this or why we shouldn't do that. Same way with my accountant and David as well. And he just kind of ties all that together. And, they're not people that are there with me every second of every day, but anytime I have an issue or a question, I can go to someone like that, and it makes it a lot easier, a lot better for me.
So Matt, we in the glass business, that brings something different to mind for many of us. What are the different segments of the market that you serve?
We do residential, which is shower doors, windows at your home, mirrors. We do commercial work. We put in commercial storefront, and we have a shop. We have a shop. If you need a piece of glass today, you call me. Hey Matt, can you cut me a piece of glass, such and such size? Sure, we'll cut it. We'll call you. Come pick it up. So we have a fully operating glass shop. We do everything with glass except automobile. We don't do any automobile windshield replacements. We do some stuff with flat glass on old cars, hot rods. People do remodeling, hot rods, stuff like that we'll do, but that's about it. But the majority of our business is the commercial and residential.